This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, season 5, episode 1. My name is Kiki. We have Tricie J and Eric in the studio today. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right.
What's good?
All right.
Doing all right.
What y'all got up for the weekend?
Well,
traveling.
You know where we going, girl. Don't play.
Dang, I forgot that fast.
Yes.
Y'all all going to California without
Yes,
me.
we will be at Oz's
I
finale
forgot.
party, House Chops party, and where is it going to be at this year?
It's in LA still.
It's in
I know it's in LA, but it's at a different like restaurant.
Oh yeah, third base. Third base
in Los Angeles, California.
Mm-hmm. So y'all going to a new spot without me too?
Yeah.
I know. Next time, though. Next time.
Very much next time.
I'm never getting pregnant again.
We want to see
it.
Well, look, I ain't gonna have no choice.
But viewers and listeners, you know, it's still not too late to buy tickets. So if you are going to be in Los Angeles, hopefully I'm gonna make sure
Sunday.
This episode is up so that you can hear this before this event on Sunday. But we want to see you. We want you guys to come. Eric and I will be there, and so come speak to us or message us and let us know you're there so we can connect. We'd love to connect with you.
Absolutely.
Yes,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that. But this season we are covering Survivor 43. And it just started on Wednesday, right? Was that
yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. So, Eric, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to you to give us our overview of Survivor 43.
All righty. Yes. So we are back in the jungle, on the island, whatever you want to call it, for Survivor 43.
Jungle.
The mighty jungle.
The lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
Come on here. I couldn't even take myself serious, bro.
I see you trying to. You were.
I was directing the choir and everything. Oh my God, I'm weak.
Oh man. So yes, we're back, and I am truly excited for this cast. I see them coming off, and it's like everybody is bright and vibrant and smiles on their faces. I guess that's how they all start off, though. When you don't know what you're getting into.
They all clean and happy.
One NECA, I believe she had on a blazer, whatever. She had layers on. You have people in suits and every other thing. But it's great to see them, and I'm excited to see what they do. So immediately Jeff is like, all right, this is y'all challenge. After he questions a few of them a little bit, he gives them a challenge to do. So they go out, they start competing. And they have to go get this box and roll these boxes back, these crates, and stack the crates, and then use this long bamboo stick pole to grab their keys off, to get the key, to unlock the check to win, and get their flint and everything else that they need, right? And so this is the first challenge, and Jessie wins it because Cody gives Dwight the little hack to like, hey, instead of trying to move the circle the ring that's holding the key with the bamboo stick, because everybody was trying, Lindsay was trying, and somebody else on the yellow on Baka tried, they were trying, I can't remember who, they were trying to get it down, they couldn't. He was like, so there's a hole in the bamboo stick, put the key inside the hole and move it along that way. And so Dwight followed instruction, teamwork, listen, followed the instructions. He heard it loud and clear and made it happen. They got their key, unlocked their box, and they were good to go. So they win the first challenge and they win their supplies. And so the other two tribes, normally since season 41, Jeff has given them an ultimatum. And you can there's two options. It's like a physical labor job or like a brain type of problem that they have to solve as a tribe. So Baka and Coco is blue, Baka is yellow. Oh, and Vessie's like the orangish reddish team. But Coco and Baka, they have to choose between to instead, and they change it up. They changed it up this time. So Jeff is he listening a little bit, because the last 2 seasons the physical labor was okay. 2 people have to go carry water from the well and fill up the bucket or whatever, and that was the physical challenge. And they had the few hours to do it, or they had to figure out the triangle, count the triangles in the big triangle thing, and they had to guess the right amount of triangles. This time they have to dig. 2 people have to dig inside this little square parameter and find their supplies, or
That's a lot of digging, child.
it
I ain't gonna
was
hold
listen, I was like, if it was me, I would have been in there. We built sandcastles that washed away and digging, or dig a little deeper from Chico 3. I would have been doing something to dig to get the digging going.
That is hilarious.
Because I wouldn't be able to dig
We'll
without
do
thinking.
something.
So that was like, okay, I was like, yeah, that would be out for me though, because I ain't trying to dig. I ain't trying to do no labor. And then the brain teaser option was like, they had to figure out, this one was it was like a little, not a puzzle, but like they had to figure out how to use the bones, something with these bones, and figure out how to do it in one line or something like that. I can't remember what it was because it was confusing me. So that's why I said I don't even know how to describe it, because I was confused listening to it. And so Coco, the Blue Tribe, they decided to go ahead and dig. And thankfully they did, because they said, with the Geo, he said, I'm looking around and it don't look like no geniuses is on this tribe.
Geo, very smart.
Oh my god.
And so they elected.
Hey, listen, know your strengths and know your weaknesses.
Yes.
Shout out to Geo for keeping it real.
Yes, because I was like, yeah, I started looking at their tribe too. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all probably you need to dig too.
Because I would have been like, what y'all doing? Y'all get over here and start digging.
Which one on this list is this which one is
Go
Geo?
to Coco. Go to Coco.
Geo's at the top right.
Go to the Coco tribe.
Okay.
Slide over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He got the accent.
Could you slide over? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he right there.
There you go, right there with the look at him posing. Okay. Come on, Geo. You saw that little hip out?
Yeah.
Strike the
little
pose.
hot Come on, Geo. I love Geo, man. He gonna be fun. He gonna give us good DRs, man.
No, he was the
or
one.
Confessionals. What are they?
Right.
What are they
I
called?
think they're called confessionals.
Confessionals.
He was the one that had me cracking up, because he had their team behind in the first challenge and to get the supplies, because he was rolling the crates instead of trying to. I would have been rolling them too. I'm not trying to carry these big old crates like this and bend and slam my foot.
Exactly. Let's get smart here.
So he was rolling them. And so they dug, and they actually found it really quickly. They surprised themselves. Him and Ryan, not Ryan. Well, was it Ryan and somebody else? I believe they were digging. Might have been him. I can't remember who the other person was, but they found their supplies really quickly. And Baka tribe, the yellow tribe, they elected to do the brain teaser, and they were struggling. And they're looking like, I feel like this is a good group of people with, pretty diverse in terms of like intellect potentially, but they're struggling with it. And here goes Sammy. He's like, yeah, I'm really good at puzzles and I know how to do this, but I don't want to show anybody my strengths. I don't want them to think if I got this puzzle solved, they'll be like, oh, they're going to use it against me later on. When he's like, but I can't do this. I can't sit here and let them not do it, because if we don't get it right, then we don't get supplies. So he's like, oh, I think I know what to do, y'all. I think I got it. He knew how the whole time, because he was sitting back and he did this. He moved them bone, looked at it. Look at this, guys. Look at this. And you add this right here. He on the chalkboard. 1, 2, 3. Look at it. What y'all think? And they're like, oh my God, you did it. He's like, all right, so you get in and you do it. And he got it and they solved it. So I'm like, this whole time, this man knew how to do it.
Let me ask you a question though. So could they swap? You know how in some competition shows, like on Amazing Race, you get to choose between 2 different obstacles. So if they started in the puzzle thing and couldn't get it, can they swap to the other thing?
No. You had to choose one, and here's the thing: they're on a time limit, 2-hour limit or whatever, and they flip over the hourglass, and when the sand is gone, that's you ate. So they had they chose, you had to choose right then and there.
Okay.
Dang, so if they didn't get it, they just won't get no supplies.
Yeah, and it was after, like, they have to choose immediately. Like, so after they read the script, it's like your time begins now. So it wasn't no, oh, let's deliberate between which one we want to do. Once they finish reading that parchment paper, it's like, all right, you need to choose.
That's a wrap. Don't flip this little hourglass.
So it all worked out. They got their supplies, so good for them. And let's see, we move on to Byyyeee tribe, and we start to see alliances, or, you know, I wouldn't call them strong alliances, but like close-knit people, or cliques. There we go. Cliques are starting to form.
Cliques to the Byyyeee tribe. Who's all of them?
So the main one that stood out was Cody. He's definitely taking charge. You can see him kind of taking that leadership role. Him, NECA, and Jessie. They're like, I feel like we're connecting really well, and we should be a good a trio. And here go Cody, already being messy. He was like, oh, and Justine is, you know, she's a saleswoman. You can't trust them salespeople. You know, we got to look out for that. Her and the other girl, what's the other girl name? Go back to the names. I can't think of her name.
Okay.
The other lady on that tribe.
He already planting seeds. They ain't been there 24 hours.
They ain't been there 24 hours. Noelle, there we go. That was a beautiful name. Noelle, he's like, you see how close them two girls' name? Yeah, you can't, you know, that saleswoman. Whole time, this man is an elevator salesman.
He a salesman himself.
Wow.
You know who Cody remind me of? Did y'all watch Jordan on Real World? I think it was Real World.
I didn't watch that.
He was on a challenge too.
I ain't watched that either.
Okay.
Who?
Cody remind me of Jordan from the challenge.
I do know who Jordan is. Let me see. Which one is Cody?
Go back to the Byyyeee tribe.
Cody, which one is Cody? You can't see him in them regular photos. You can't tell who.
That's him right there in the middle.
Okay. I'm not getting by his picture.
When he do them confessionals, you're gonna be like, as soon as you watch it, he don't really look like him like her right here. But even when he get to talking, I'm like, that's Cody, man. I mean, that's Jordan.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look out for it.
And since that's been stuck in my mind, he been annoying me since day one.
But I like Jordan on I like Jordan on the challenge.
Hated Jordan on Real World. I kind of like him on the challenge because he's a beast.
Yes,
let's be real. He's awesome. Great, and he's not for the cliques.
Yeah.
But personality wise, Jordan is an ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to be blunt.
Yeah.
But he remind me of him.
I wouldn't know who that man is.
I can see his little sneaky ways. Cody is giving me some Jordan vibes.
He could be walking down the street, and I wouldn't know a thing.
I wouldn't know who that man is.
So sorry to that man.
Yeah.
And so Cody's already planting a seed against Justine, and it's funny, like I said, because he's a salesperson as well. And here go Jessie talking about, oh yeah, we can't stand. Good thing we don't have any salespeople on this team. And I'm like. And here go Cody just laughing in the background, like, if only you only you knew.
Funny. I would like that type of play on that type of personality. To me, I think would be a controversial one, but on Big Brother.
Which one, Cody?
Just with Cody, just because with him and his just his messiness and all that kind of stuff. I would like to see it.
Yeah. You know what? I do appreciate Big Brother, which we don't see very, very often at all. I agree with that. Like a messy man. It's always messy women. So messy men are hilarious. I eat it up.
I want to see it on Big
Especially
Brother.
When you can do your messy right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he already, nobody's gonna suspect he's a, because he brought it up. He already said he works on elevators. That's what he said. So it's like nobody's pinpointing him to be a salesperson as well. And so him putting that target on her is like nobody will really trust him, because they were like, oh, we know we can't trust a salesperson. So that's interesting. So obviously Justine and Noelle, they're kind of a thing. And poor Dwight, I just feel so bad because he is just out there on his lonesome. And from what we can tell, because we know how this edit does, and we can talk about the edit later on.
Sometimes episode 1 don't even tell the story yet.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, they told a lot of stories. Don't know if it's the ones they should have been telling, but they told a lot of them.
Go back. What's his name? That was talking about he was in a gang.
Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
No, go back. Yeah, go back to Byyyeee. There we go. Yes, Bessie. Best. Yeah, we go.
There we go. Jessie with the little brown shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say that Jessie gives me what's the vibe, like he was the fall man. You know, they said, like, he said he went to juvenile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, he don't give me gang vibes at all.
Why? He was the leader. He was the leader.
No, he don't even give me. He give me like, let's put him in the game in case we need this to fall on somebody. He went to
Well, who would
juvie.
take one for the team?
He went to juvie, so I guess he did his job. Is what it sounded like to me.
Stop.
But I'm telling you, they
he
made
said
him
he
a
was
fall
in
guy.
charge. He said he was in charge.
In charge of what? Yeah, in charge of going to juvie.
Look, for our listeners who can't see me, I'm throwing up my gang signs.
Oh,
he was the
Lord.
leader, okay?
It was not the leader, child.
He was the leader.
Did he say what set he
Shut up, Kiki. Now you know he ain't got
I
on.
don't know. That's why I want to know. What set he claimed?
Oh my God.
You know,
man.
No,
Man, when you talking about, I had tattoos in my head, and I'm like, boy, and I'm looking like, well, we should still say, look, he talking about dots. I said, boy, get your ass off my
dots.
I think they were teardrops, and he just started to kind of.
I think
that's what it is. I think he stopped the blow
because he wasn't no doggone teardrops.
I think if he would have said teardrop, they would have given.
We're trying to make Jessie harder than what he is. That man is that man is a marshmallow.
Listen, if and when he gets eliminated, or if he makes it to the end, whatever, I want him on here to clarify, and I want to know the truth of where he was at.
Me too. I want to know what set he claimed. I want to know if he really was in the game, if he made up this story, because the personality is just not fitting for me.
No, he was really in the gang. I believe it.
Maybe like one of them little kitty gangs around the way.
Okay,
you know how they had them little cliquey gangs, growing up in high school, like.
But don't nobody recognize that gang if you live outside of your little community,
right? Exactly.
Y'all like
I ain't gonna even say the name of the. I ain't gonna even say the name of the one from my high school because my cousin was the leader of it, so I ain't gonna put him on blast. But they had one.
Oh, your cousin was the leader. Okay,
and it was not real.
Okay.
It was very, very fake. And it's giving me, I want to be in a
was
game.
The fall girl.
Oh, baby, I don't do games. Baby, people follow me. I don't follow nobody.
Period.
Please.
She said, "Bad, I'm your leader." So no, don't be trying to tarnish his story. He went from juvenile detention to a PhD. Okay.
Yeah, Duke, right?
Come on here, Doc.
Yeah, come on, PhD. But enough about the Byyyeee tribe.
I'll run off topic easy.
They're low key kind of my favorite tribe already.
I'm gonna just root for NECA just cause
she's amazing. I like her. I do,
because I feel like I want to pick one player and just follow that player throughout. It's gonna be NECA that I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, from this tribe, it's definitely NECA.
Yeah, I like her. Jessie and Dwight. I like Cody too, but he was doing a little too much on Dwight, and I'll get to that. But anyways, moving on to, let's see, we have the Baka tribe. Slide to the left. And for our listeners,
why are you like this? Please tell me.
What did you eat? What did you eat or drink? Because
I had shrimp fried rice before we
recorded. You're energized, like the Energizer.
I was about to fall asleep on y'all, so I'm glad my shrimp fried rice got me alive.
Then woke you up, huh? So for our listeners, I don't know, I can't remember, Kiki explained it, but yeah, we have a project. I don't want to say a project. We ain't got no projector. We have a slide, Google Slides with these people on here. So if you see us, if you hear me talking about slide to the left or move back, go back, it's because we're looking at slides with these tribes.
Now we doing an electric slide. You better do what we do. Simon says.
And so listeners, that means
you did, we did.
That means listeners, that means you should turn into viewers as well. And then you'll have a visual of exactly what we're talking about.
Get your behind on YouTube.
You'll be able to see. So follow us on YouTube. Little slight commercial break there.
And subscribe and hit the bell.
Yes.
Turn on those post notifications.
We drop episodes every week.
Unless we don't feel like it.
That part. Baka tribe. So the line or clique starting that formed ish. So we had it was like all the women is working together. So you had Mariah, Ellie, Janine. Everybody's excited on the TL Twitter timeline. They're like, the women, yes, they working together. That's cool. Then you have. Go ahead.
Oh no, I had my cough. I'm sorry.
That you did not. You did not.
It was one of them deeply rooted coughs too. It was a cough.
I thought I muted my mic from my cough, but it caught me off guard.
Mm-hmm.
It's flu season. Everybody get your flu shots.
I'm weak.
Right.
And then we see on another side of cliques forming Ellie, the Great Gatsby, Owen, and Janine. So that's another little side. And then
the Great who?
The Great Gatsby, the Gabler, whatever his name is, the older gentleman.
Did he call himself a Great Gatsby? Or did
no, that's what I called him because I couldn't.
I was like,
wait a minute, I never heard that.
Me neither. I said, did he call himself that?
Ginobili, Geology, whatever he want to call himself.
I'm definitely calling him Great Gatsby for the rest of the season, bro. The Great Gatsby is hilarious.
So that's Gabler for our listeners. That's him. So they have a little something going on. And their tribe really wasn't giving me much that I could pick up on. So moving right along to Coco. That's the blue tribe.
I'm in love with the Coco.
Hey, that's what I did. I tweeted that.
I'm in love with
that's hilarious.
So Coco, our blue tribe, I like this tribe too. Carla is hilarious. I like her.
Baby, Carla is me. She messy. It's funny. She is so funny, bro.
What did she do that stood out to you on this?
She just messy. I can already tell. Even when I think she said something. She's like, I'm loyal. I ain't gonna betray nobody. Well, unless I have to. Like, and baby, and Carla said basically anything for the check, and I'm right there with her.
And no, the one thing that I picked up for her when she was like, "Oh my gosh, like." She's like, I don't know if it's paranoia or what it is. She's like, but I never thought I'd be pulled into these alliances and whatever. Because so the 3 women on the tribe plus James, they're like kind of clicked up and like on the side. But then also outside of that, we have her, Gio, and Ryan have like a little something. So she pretty much smack dab in the middle of her tribe and pretty safe. And so she's like, I don't know if this is real or not, because I didn't come on here expecting anybody want to work with me, but hey, if this is what it's gonna be, then so be it. And so I'm like, that's exactly where you want to be, Carla. You want to be in the middle, and you want to do that effortlessly. So
smack dab in the middle, that decide vote.
Exactly. So you can choose. That's that power. See, that's one thing I love about Survivor. Like, it's the scariest part. Like, you can't defend yourself when it comes to tribal council, but when it comes to this vote, like, if you're in the middle and like people truly believe you to be on their side, but you're on both sides, you have the opportunity to flip and switch and move the game the way you want to go.
Yep.
So I'm excited.
That's how Cirie did well to me throughout her journey on the show. It's like she was not middle vote, what's it called?
Swing vote.
The swing vote.
Deciding vote, yeah.
And that so worked in her favor.
Shout out to Cirie.
Shout out to Cirie.
Yes. And so that's why, okay, I'm gonna run back to Ellie real quick because she's a psychologist and I tried to like her because she said she wanted to play like Cirie, and I was like, okay, that's some big britches to feel. Okay. But I don't like her no more. So
pander vibe, pander.
Right. But look, it's so funny because that's what caught my attention with her. I'm like, okay, Cirie, okay, so yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
See, she did that to pull in. Oh, I know she lying.
She pander vibe. You know what? It's probably the mama and me, but for some odd reason, I really like Lindsay. That's her name, right? I hope I'm not making that up.
No,
Lindsay, the nurse.
Yes, the nurse.
Yeah, she is a hardcore Survivor fan, and already giving me like mama vibes. But it seemed like she don't definitely carry her weight. Mama in the front left.
Okay, yeah.
Mama in the front left.
Mama in the front left. She better do me right because
don't be a Heather.
Oh, please don't be a Heather. She seems like she can hold her own for now, though.
I think so too. I agree with that. Dang,
What's old dude in the back name?
James or Ryan?
The black dude, the darker dude.
You see my face? I was like, okay,
they both black.
Yeah. I think old dude right here in the middle is mixed though.
He's like Kylan.
Yeah, I think he mixed. James, the dark dude on the far left. I like him.
He's in a good position too.
Baby, he's also messy. He kind of messy. That's my
Talk about
messy man.
Talk about it.
That's my messy man for the season. On Coco Tribe, he is definitely my number one.
Remind
I'm
me
gonna
what he
say.
did messy, because this was a long premiere,
Well,
y'all. It was 2 hours.
they made like a little girls alliance,
Right, and added
and
him.
then I'm like, how y'all just throw him in like he a little, like he a garnish? You know what I'm saying?
They
Yeah, we got the
they
girls,
sprinkled him on top.
but we need one more. Like and he just like, well, if I'm with the girls, I'm with the girls. Oh well, he don't care,
Yes,
child.
at
He
all.
just, and baby, when it
As
comes
long as
time,
he's safe.
he gonna spill. Watch, I bet you he gonna run his mouth, be like, the
If
girls
need
working
be.
together. Whenever
If
his
need
name
be.
get on that line, yup, you better run it back and say, "Hey, them girls working together." I hope y'all know that.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So what else happened? Oh my goodness, I had lost my train of thought with what I was going to talk about before we get into this immunity challenge. And darn it,
We'll
oh
come
my
back to
goodness,
it.
if it come back to me, so be it. So after, they start going from tribe to tribe and, showing everybody's stories, which is all right. It's sweet. We, hearing the backstories and whatnot.
Fast forward.
Fast forward. That's how
One
I
thing
felt.
I'm gonna do is fast forward through your sob stories.
That's the worst part.
I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
Like the only thing that I want to know about your life beforehand is what your profession is, because that could affect the game. Anything else, I don't care if you save rubber duckies on a 5-mile tour. I don't care about them ducks.
No, I don't care about any backstory. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. But I just really don't. I don't want to hear it.
Say
It
that
takes
for
up
your
too much time.
interviews when the
It's too
show
much
is.
fluff.
Yeah,
That needs
I'm
to be
just
on
not a
YouTube.
fan of the fluff. I'm over
It
the
was
fluff.
a lot of fluff because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is, I was kind of getting a little drained
I was
watching.
going in and out of consciousness, sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much so it didn't have to be 2 hours, child.
Yeah.
That part. So we move on to our immunity challenge. And hold on, is it the immunity challenge first? No, I lied. It is the 3 people make the journey. So they choose someone to go
to the rock.
to the
No rock.
I go to the rock. Ain't that a song?
It is. I think so. So they choose. They're like they're in their thing, like who's gonna go. They send. Well, Dwight goes for Vessi. Not James. Carla goes for Coco, and the Great Gatsby goes for Baca. And this journey is new, so another twist that's similar. So I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Shipwreck Island. They going up the little hill through the little weeds and up there to Shipwreck Island. Nope. Jeff said we're gonna give a twist to this. So instead of going up the hill and to Shipwreck Island, they're gonna go across the waters. They're gonna wade in the waters, get on the rocks, and get to, I don't even know what we're calling this place. Just gonna call it the Rock of Salvation if you want to. And so and it's pretty much a similar concept with, someone risks their vote and someone else keeps their vote safe. The person who risked their vote, they'll get an advantage versus the one who wanted to keep their vote safe. But since there's 3 people, so if one person decided to not to risk their vote, clearly they get to keep their vote, they're good. But if 2 or more people decided to risk their vote, they, instead of like the last time, they both would lose their vote. This time, you risk going into a bag and pulling out a chip, and one person is going to get an advantage while the other will lose their vote. And they're talking amongst themselves, and the Great Gatsby's trying to play games and like, oh, I kind of want to risk it. I want to, or trying to bluff, try to bluff it, or I don't know if I should risk. I'm not. Ain't nobody falling for that. Carla got some sense, thankfully, because this is the first challenge. You don't know what's going on, and she was like, I ain't risking my vote. So they have to pull it over cards this time instead of it was being secretive last time. The last 2
so
times.
they do it in front of each other.
Yes. So they choose a card, and then it's like blackjack. I'm flip it over and see what you got. And so they flip it over, and Carla decided not to risk, so she's good. She doesn't risk her vote or anything. But Dwight and Great Gatsby, Gabler, they both risked, And so they had to dig into a bag and they reach in there and grab something. They got to wait till they get back to the camp before they could see which one of them got the reward advantage and which one of them lost their vote. And this is where we get to the point where I was side-eyeing Cody, because when it came to the story time, Dwight was telling him what happened. He was like, yeah, we got to this little trip and go to the island. He told the truth. Am I crazy? But I feel like he told them the truth. Like, what exactly happened? He was like, we go up there, you can either risk your vote or not. And I decided to risk it or whatever. And he's like, I don't believe him. Something. And then it wasn't just in his confessionals. He was telling other people, I don't believe a word he said. And I was like, not too much, because this is
already causing some drama, child.
Because, but you know what? I said this is what happened to Ricard when he was questioning JD for no reason, even though JD was a mess. It's like the way he went hard on JD. We didn't like Ricard for that rest of that season, no matter what he did.
He was on our list.
You turned me all the way off from day one.
As good as the game he was playing, we wasn't going to acknowledge it.
No, because he was anti-black.
Because you're doing too much.
And I'm not going to put that on Cody just yet, but watch it.
I'll put it on him.
Because that rubbed me the wrong way. It truly did. I'm like, now what about that felt like a lie? Why? What? He doesn't even give me that.
That's super believable. And they do risk and votes and all that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah. And I know the last 3-4 seasons. So. And
I know y'all didn't see 42, but y'all had to see 41. Y'all wasn't out there yet.
Y'all was at the house.
Yep.
So you saw. So that Sonia, no, he has a perpetual side eye to he makes me a believer. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I didn't really like that. But then Mr. Great Gatsby, he goes to his tribe and he tells them the same thing. And he was like, so yeah, whatever I get, I'm gonna go over here and open it up over here by the beach right now and see what I got. And so it shows both of them opening.
Stupid for him opening it up by the beach. If you was gonna tell everybody, why you waste your energy walking all the way over?
Why did we go to the beach?
Sat by the fire and got in the middle.
Come on, yeah.
That part.
I was looking at the TV like, what if you don't walk your ass back over? What are you doing?
Thank you. And that's why I was like, you were doing too much.
Unnecessary.
Anyway, so Dwight ended up losing his vote. And unfortunately, because I was so hoping he got the advantage. I'm like, it's the wrong time for you to be not having no vote. Old dude already trying to say you was lying. And so I really want to be like, so you gonna run that back to people because you saying he was lying, but clearly he was telling the truth because he lost his vote. So what? And then Gabler, everybody's like, he was like, I know you should keep these things to yourself, but trust, it goes a long way. And I'm letting you all know I have the idol X, Y, and Z. So they know he has an idol. I don't know what it is. We folks don't know how to shut their mouth.
Right. Even last season, right? Mm-hmm. We ran into the same problem with Dern. That was last season with Shan, or was that 2 seasons ago?
Shan was 2 seasons ago.
Okay.
But they did it last season too. Yeah. Marianne told the tribe. Yes. Drea told the girls. It was stupid. And so he told his tribe, and they're all just jumping up and down. I'm like, what is y'all jump? It's his power. That's his thing. That ain't y'all's. This ain't a group idol.
I know. I was like, y'all turned up like y'all just want peace and beer. What are y'all doing?
And you know what? It's funny that you said that because further down the road, we know, just jumping forward, spoiler alert, they went to tribal council and they thought they was going to be the final 6. How presumptuous.
Baby, y'all went
would
from
assume that they would win every single immunity challenge,
including after they made it to the merge. So it's like y'all thought y'all were just gonna dominate.
Lord have mercy.
So anyway, so they're all celebrating. I'm like, that's only his, but whatever. So we get to the immunity challenge, and that's a pretty cool challenge. I liked it. They had to go through this mud pit and crawl up under the balance beam, whatever. And then they had to dig through the sand. And after they got through the sand, they had to get the key or unlock the thing, climb up, jump over here, pull your people up, untwist, get across the balance beam, untwist some more knots, and let the full balance beam come across so people can make it's a bridge so they can come across.
That's a dope count.
Yes. And then the final part is a puzzle, the equalizer, as we like to say. Because you can do all great up until the physical portion, all that, but get to a puzzle or some kind of thing where you have to wheel the ball into whatever, it catches people every single time.
It showed up.
I love it.
And the unique portion about this one is, so it wasn't just your standard, oh, grab the board and move the ball through the maze. So there were 3 different ones. And the first team to get to it, you get to choose out of the 3 that you wanted. So one of them was like your standard maze. So Coco, Blue Tribe, they of course got through there first. So because Ryan is a beast. Okay, let me just say that now. Like, he dominated this challenge and he definitely carried his team. They all were great, but like Ryan, I said, Jonathan, who? Don't remember him, don't know him, because Ryan, he ate this challenge for his team. So he was if we had to give an MVP award, I would give it to Ryan. And so they chose the maze. And then the second tribe, they were kind of behind, but Vesey caught up. That's the red orange tribe. And they chose the straightaway. And this is supposedly the hardest one because it's just a straight little narrow path that you got to guide your ball through to get into the hole. And then Baka, obviously they're last. So the third one, they have to go through an obstacle course. So their ball has to go hop it over a little mountain thing in there, get it through this little zigzag, this and that. So they had the most difficult one. And Coco, I mean, again, just an exemplary job for them because they got their 3 and it was just a done deal. And then once Vesey got the first one, they were like, oh, we got this. We got the strategy. What's the name got behind them, and they were able to maneuver together. They got theirs and they locked it in safety for them to sending Baka to tribal council, which I was like, this is going to be interesting because I'm like, I don't know what their motive is going to be for who they're going to get rid of. And I'm looking at the tribe. We got L.E. I just call her L.E. That's Ellie. She's just L.E. We got the Great Gatsby. We have Owen.
Why you doing all these nicknames?
Because
we don't even know these names. Look, we don't even know their real names yet. But he already got nicknames.
I'm giving you say, don't even know the real names.
I'm giving you their real names. L.E. is just Ellie. That's Ellie.
What's Great Gatsby's real name?
Gabler. That's his last name.
But what's his first name?
His first name is, it's not Michael, is it?
We don't know. We don't care.
But he goes by Gabler, so whatever.
It is Mike. It's Mike Gabler.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. See, don't try to play.
You said Michael.
But I knew it was Mike something. So Gabler, Ellie, Mariah, Owen, Janine, and Sammy. This is Baka Tribe. And quickly, L.E. is over here with... Well, no. Let me back up. Let me backtrack. The Great Gatsby was like, you guys, I'm going to do my shot in the dark. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even using my idol. I'm pulling a shot in the dark.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I automatically say, let me take him off my draft list. Ain't no way his dumb self gonna make it to the end, making dumb decisions. Like that. Boy, it ain't even day 1. It's hour 3. What is you doing?
Because they are talking about, we guys, we all messed up as a tribe. Everybody, we don't know what to do. No.
Nah, you messed up.
You messed up. Because him and Sammy were doing the mate with the ball, getting it through the little thing. And y'all messed up. Because y'all were frustrated with each other.
I would have said, you got that idol, go and use it. Baby, I'm trying to get that back on the island so I can find it.
You want to use it. You're going to want to use it. Well, what they should, and this is what kind of upset me too. You're offering yourself up on a silver platter. And I'm going to
let you go.
I would take it.
Because if it's not me, it's gonna be you, and I don't want it to be me. So go use that idol. Exactly. Yeah, I heard them saying your name. You might want to use that shot in the dark or that idol.
Go ahead and use your shot in the dark and not have a vote.
Because you only get one throughout the whole thing, right?
Yeah. So let me go ahead and use your shot in the dark. We're gonna vote you out. So go ahead and use it. And they were like, oh no, Gabler, do not do this. You do not want to do this. You do not have to do this. We will come up with something else. We will have another way. And
this reverse psychology he's using, they fell right into his hands with that. That was reverse psychology.
It had to be.
To save himself.
And he's not stupid. That man is a heart surgeon. He not stupid.
He not. But he was in his confessional talking like it was real. So I'm like, are you trying to convince us too that you're really gonna go do it, or
I'm not convinced.
Was you really that dumb? Because you want to be a team, whatever. I don't understand the process.
I don't know, man.
So this is where I mentioned earlier in the episode about how editing isn't showing us something, because here go L.E. talking about, we need to do Mariah. She was the weakest. So we got to get the weakest out of here, and that's clearly Mariah.
Like came out of nowhere. I said,
how, Sway?
You're right. Please describe how she's the weakest.
Mariah, the one who jumped that thin balance beam in one leap and got untied those knots unfaster than anybody else. Mariah,
with the quickness.
May they lose the rest of the immunity challenges for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I hope the whole bok tribe.
Yes, I say just like
one of them lose. All of them.
I hope they end up like, because clearly, y'all, I guess we don't have to go through much of it because clearly they voted out Mariah. Unfortunately,
everybody that voted out Mariah, I want them to go home.
Exactly.
So everybody
who all voted out
consecutively.
Mariah? They all did it.
All of them back home on that bus and on that boat, whatever it is.
Back home.
Yep.
Going back home. Okay.
Please. I'm upset.
I am livid because I'm just like, you cannot sit here and say it's based off performance in the challenge when she did wonderful.
She did good in the performance in the challenge. Baby, little
Janine,
was it Janine?
Sweetest she
baby, I would have been hyperventilating. That girl got stuck in her little hole. I would have been like, somebody.
Yes, I
Jeff.
That. I was like, imagine getting stuck in that sand underneath.
Baby, I would have been like, medic. Shoot, somebody call Meredith Gray. Somebody help me.
Not Meredith Gray.
Baby, I would have panicked because watching it, I was just like, girl, you stuck. What you gonna do?
Exactly. Like,
I was
for
so
me,
paranoid.
I would have clocked out.
Me too.
Claustrophobic for real.
I'd be like, let me go on and play this shot in the dark. I know they put my ass at the chopping block.
You know they are because yeah, but she didn't, and she should have. As sweet as she is, I think that she should have been the one on the chopping block. But they were, and then and another funny thing is the women had an alliance. So you threw her to the wolves for Gabler because you were like, oh, don't worry about it. In 2 seconds, I don't want you going at all. Okay, why is he more valuable than her? He's like, we need stuff done around here, and he's gonna get stuff done. Okay, and she's not. That woman was covered head to toe in mud.
She was
getting after it. She carried her weight in the challenge. I can't say the same for Greg Gatsby. And so I was just so put off. And Sammy disappointed me because it seemed like, because he wanted Owen gone. And he's the one who told Ellie and Janine, he's like, I'll just be the one to say it. I think we should vote Owen. Because he was assuming that him, Ellie, Janine, and Mariah, they were going to be together and they were just going to vote out Owen. And so I'm like, okay, this is good. At least Mariah, although this is what she wanted too, he's the one who said it. So he should be the target, if anything, if this got back to Owen. Because he literally said this out open, I want Owen. Sammy, it came out of his mouth. This was not imaginary. So how in the world did we get still a 5-1 vote with Mariah leaving?
Right. And the thing about it is, maybe they have to be not describing something or showing something. There has to be some backstory. Because I'm like, what the heck? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Mariah, call us.
For real, bring us on the show. We want to know the backstory. We want to come to our show. We want to
talk to you, sis, because we upset.
Because it made no sense.
And like they said, made the rest of. I hope y'all that tribe ends up like Uwa, which is a green tribe from season 41. That's Shan tribe. They left 1 by 1 and 2 by 2, week by week. And that's exactly what I hope happens. And then for Ellie, since you want to throw the women away, and Janine brought up a great point, and I'm mad she didn't stick to her gun. She should have stood up against Ellie, because she was like, okay, what's keeping them, if we get rid of Mariah, what's keeping them from switching up on us and get rid of us, the men?
There you go.
So I hope the men do team up and get her out next week.
1 by 1
and 2 by 2.
Yeah, Ellie on my chopping block for next week.
Very much so. So that's how I feel. So that was all, y'all, the episode, the premiere.
Did we see the trailer for next week?
I did.
What they say?
The biggest thing that stood out to me was I see Dwight. He might be pulling numbers because he's like, Cody gotta go, and people agreeing. So
Dwight,
without a vote, he better come on. He better work a Omer, like without a vote or whatever, and you gotta turn things to your favor. And
come on, Messy King.
Forgetting that everybody don't go to tribal council. My mind is still Big Brother, where everybody's voting at the same time. And so I keep forgetting that the next time, time they go to tribal council is when he doesn't have a vote. I'm thinking, okay, next week he's back in the clear.
Yeah. Which with Omer in his case, he didn't have a vote. he didn't have to go
For
to
a
Tribal
minute.
Council till merge. And
That's
so that
right.
first
I'm
merge.
gonna say that was wild. And
That's
that
right.
was so key to have that vote then too.
Yes. But he made it work without it. So
Sure did.
so hopefully Dwight, he's an early favorite of mine. I don't know. He just, he's like the little nerdy kid. He's a Davy, a little blurred like character here. So I'm rooting for him. And he's on the outs too. So I don't like seeing people on the outs.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would cheer for the underdog.
Yeah. And so that's the main thing that I saw from this upcoming episode. So we'll see what's in store for us.
We will see what's in store for.
We're gonna see what the end is gonna be, y'all.
Oh,
and the first shall be last.
Well. Again, this Sunday. Thank you, Eric, for doing Survivor.
Oh, no problem.
I should have said that first. But this Sunday, we want to see you. And so if you're coming out, let us know. Hit us up in our DMs on Instagram.
Or
Who There Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. Who There on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up. Let us know you're going to be in the room. And we want to see you and
Come
connect with you and take
in the
pictures and
room.
everything.
And most importantly, now that we've wrapped up Survivor, I need y'all to go to cbs.com/BB vote, and you better vote for Taylor. It don't even matter. You can type in any raggedy email you want to. Just put @Gmail at the end of it and vote for our girl Taylor. I already voted for her 150 times. Lord, I put a yo mama @gmail.com. I promise you, and I voted for her.
Not your mama.
I did. I voted for her. Please, that girl deserves it. Yeah, vote for Taylor. Taylor for AFP. Yeah.
Taylor for AFP.
Well, guys, thank you. We've come to the conclusion of the episode. We thank you for coming back for season 5. We have more for you each week as we cover Survivor 43. Until next time, bye.
Bye.